Rakji Hawa Brakatha, Yahawashah, Rakji Hawa Brakatha, Yahawashah, Bahasham, Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles, the elders, salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and sincerity. Lesson will be entitled, A Foolish Woman, Proverbs 9 and 13. A foolish woman is clamorous, meaning loud, noisy. She is simple. Why? Because she is a fool and know nothing. When you go into that term foolish, it goes into the origin of fool. And a fool is empty-headed, meaning from a spiritual perspective, lacking wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Bahasham Yahawashah. Our case example for this lesson.
For Houston.
Also, your YouTube video will be used for fair use purpose only.
Who we're told is being detained in Dubai. Fox 26's Dominique Keith joining us live near downtown Houston with why she's being held. Dominique.
Well, the crime she's charged with may surprise you, and Dubai is increasingly becoming a vacation spot for a number of Houston women. One who's there right now, according to her social media page, is trying to get back to the Bayou City, but according to her mom, her passport has been confiscated because she was charged with screaming in public.
It all.
Hence, a clamorous woman.
So could result in prison time. So it's very scary.
The trip turned terrifying for Tiara Young Allen when her mom says she was a passenger in a friend's rental car and they got into an accident there in Dubai. Tina Baxter says when her daughter went to the company to retrieve her ID, credit card, and other items left in the rental, Baxter says it did not go well.
She found out that she could only receive those items if she paid an undisclosed amount of money. She dealt with a very aggressive individual, a young man there who was screaming at her.
Baxter says her 29-year-old daughter ultimately yelled back at the rental car agent, she says resulting in her being charged for screaming there in Dubai.
And so she is in jail for one reason and one reason alone. She raised her voice. In that country, a female is not even allowed to raise her voice. If she raises...
Point blank, period. Ecclesiasticus chapter 26 and verse 14. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord, hence silent. And there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. Instructed in what? This truth. A shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace, and her continent mind, meaning restrained, cannot be valued. Why? Because this woman is in order, unlike our case example for this video. Verse 27, a loud crying woman and a scold shall be sought out to drive away the enemies. A loud crying woman and a scold shall be sought out to drive away the enemies. At the end of the day, right, we are going back into the ancient way of living, the old paths, all right? And women that are out of order, it will not be tolerated in the kingdom of heaven. Also, these countries that are not fully assimilated to the ways of the whore, which is America, you see how they get down. And they made an example, and best believe when other so-called black women go over there, they will be in order, okay? Also read the book of Esther, the first chapter, when Vashti got out of order with Xerxes, and they made her a case example or an example, so other women would not follow that same format. They put her away, as well as King David, when one of his wives spoke out of order.
Her voice is punishable by jail time.
It's been very emotional. There are some days I stay up all night crying.
They have a strict law system that is really based on theocracy.
This website warns, quote, laws and customs are very different, so be aware of your actions to ensure they don't offend while in United Arab Emirates. Now, after Baxter says her daughter was charged with screaming in Dubai, her passport has been taken, and the American social media influencer who works as a truck driver can't leave the UAE, according to her mom. And her mom says she's been placed under a travel ban pending the outcome of the investigation.
It's very frightening. The longer she's been there, the more reality has started to kick in.
In our opinion, she did not commit a crime. Don't punish women for doing the same thing a man can do in Dubai. It's not fair and it's not right.
Now, the 29-year-old does now have an attorney there in Dubai, and her mom says she's told that she could face jail time because there is surveillance video of her screaming. Now, we have reached out to the U.S. and the UAE embassies. Will government officials step in and give her assistance? I'm still awaiting responses. Reporting live near downtown Houston, I'm Damalie Keith, Fox 26 News.
Titus 2-3 in the NLT. Similarly, teach the older woman to live in a way that honors the Most High. They must not slander others or be heavy drinkers. Instead, they should teach others what is good. These older women must train the younger women to love their husbands and their children, to live wisely and to be pure, to work in their homes, to do good, and to be submissive to their husbands. Then they will not bring shame on the word of the Most High. And see, in regards to this woman, her mother did not instruct her to live wisely. And the end result for acting ghetto in a country where she should have researched the laws and regulations on what and what not to do in order to get back home, she did not do so. So she carried that Americanized behavior over there, and she's paying dearly for it. Lord, will you edify? Shalom.